Good morning. Hi guys. Welcome to the last day of class. You've made it. Ooh, I mean, summer is basically upon us, eh? If you could please let me know in the chat if you're here. Why isn't my iPad working? There we go. I wanted to mention, before we get started, my wife, Dr. Carla Gerchens, is going to give a little presentation in the second half of today, a guest speaker, I guess. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in this block or to the other block. She's going to do it for both blocks anyway, but some students had asked me about medical school, getting into medical school, what that pathway is like, what it's like in medicine, and so I asked my brother and my wife. My brother's too busy; he just had a baby. But my wife is gonna give like a little talk, short, 10 minutes or a little bit more than that maybe, and then take questions in the second half today. So right after we take attendance, if you're interested, maybe you've considered going to medical school yourself. You don't know anybody who's gone to medical school, like you don't have a parent that you can really ask any questions to. And you're just curious about what things are like, and this seems to come up in the biology a lot, because a lot of academically inclined students that are interested in biology, medicine is one of those sort of umbrella ideas that a lot of people are interested in, and so anyway, that's happening in the second half today. I just wanted to let people know right now at the top, because otherwise people are going to disappear, and then no one will know about it. So anyway, just to let people know that's happening. Just to mention again quickly for those that came in a second late, in the second half today, my wife is going to come in and give a little talk on the pathway to becoming a doctor and a little bit about what it's like to be a doctor, and then take questions. So if you're interested in that, that is happening in the second half. So if you have any interest in going in the medical direction, which I'm assuming some of you do. Certainly so I took kin in university, and I would say maybe 20 or 30% of the people that take kin at least plan to become a doctor when they start kin. Now I would say less than 1% actually kind of head in that direction, because it's a pretty tough road. Okay. But yeah, a lot of people at least enter with that idea on their minds, myself included, by the way. So I was in pre-med and kin all the way to the end. I went to grad school, all with sort of the idea that I was going to go into medicine, just like my brother, who was my younger brother, by the way, but we were in university at the same time. And when I was in grad school, I actually enjoyed the teaching part of grad school. I taught a couple of courses in grad school on cardiorespiratory physiology and and muscle physiology. And I actually enjoyed it so much. I was like, wow, can I just do this? Can I just do this like for a career? And then somebody at the career center at the university said, yes, you can. That is a thing. This is actually a job that you can do. You can only do the teaching part. So then that's how I ended up here, which is good. I love my job, so I'm glad that I was able to find that. Doesn't pay as well as medicine. The hours are better though. You do take a lot of the work home with you, but you do that in medicine too, so can't really avoid that in any professional context. So I'm just getting this set up, guys. I'm going to really quickly go over what we're going to be doing today. It's fairly basic. Really, really important. Today, you must double check the assignments tab and the quizzes tab and make sure that you have something submitted in every single thing on the assignments tab and the quizzes tab. Okay, that's the key thing today that you absolutely must do. Now, some people have made arrangements with me already regarding deadline extensions. Cool. So this doesn't really apply to you, But if you haven't made one of those accommodations with me and you're not planning on emailing me, if you're not planning on contacting me, they must be in. So remember that Saturday, that's tomorrow at midnight, is the cutoff for everything that you owe me unless you've made a different accommodation with me. Okay, so vocabulary list for evolution, anything outstanding from plants. A number of people still owe me plant stuff. The quiz for the evolution unit, probably better to do today, but again, you can take up till tomorrow if you'd like. The assignment for the evolution unit, the presentation, is totally optional. It's a bonus assignment. It's due today at midnight, so if you're actually planning on submitting, it's got to be before today at midnight. And your homework portfolio, that's the last component, so that's also got to be done before Saturday at midnight. So all that is just taking all of your homework documents from the entire quad, which, by the way, should be all done by now. There is nothing from today is going to go in your homework documents, so you should be submitting those now. Now would be a good time to go under the homework tab, look at the homework portfolio. I think it's the very last thing on the assignments tab, and submit your homework documents, only for the second half though. So it's unit 3, 4, and 5, not unit 1 and 2 again. I've already assessed unit 1 and 2. So unit 3, 4, and 5, got to submit. Please don't forget to do that, guys. I have no way to assess your learning skills basically at all. They're going to be all ends on your report card if I don't have any way to take a look at the homework that you've been completing throughout the quad. So please make sure that you get that into me. There's no extra work to be done there, simply attaching the work you've already done. And you should do it right now. For those of you that haven't submitted it and aren't doing it right now, do it right now. Submit your homework documents right now. Like, as I'm talking to you, just put this tab behind the other tab and submit right now. I'm not going to be tracking people down. I can tell you that right now. I'm not going to be emailing people saying, where's your homework portfolio? Where's your homework portfolio? If you don't have it in, I'm just going to put ends on your report card. I have way too much stuff I got to catch up on as it is. Marking wise, I'm not going to track people down for their homework portfolio. So you can just hand it in right now. That is what you should do. There we go. Sorry, that took a while. Okay. So day 22. As I mentioned, this is basically a review day. Although you do need to sort of finish up all of your assignments from the course and get them submitted to me. But the first half here is review. So you're going to go on Explore Learning. The gizmo that you're looking for. Oh, this is going to work. Of course I went to the wrong class. It doesn't really matter. The evolution STEM case. Does this work on my iPad? Yes, it does. Right here. And so this is going to give you a sort of a real life situation where you can use your knowledge of evolution to solve a problem, basically. And as you go through, there's going to be a number or a bunch of terminology. And if you're unfamiliar with any of it, you can just click on the terms. It's really cool. It gives you like definitions for each of them. Now, a lot of those terms that you see come up are going to be stuff from the evolution unit. You know, you'll see things like selective pressure, directional pressure, disruptive selection, speciation, stuff like that. Stuff that we've been covering throughout the quad. There is a little bit in here that's new, not a lot. Sort of here and there, you're going to see some terminology that's new. You can just click on it. And so you might learn some new stuff, but keep in mind that any of the new stuff that you're going to see here, while it is good to know, is not stuff that I'm going to be quizzing you on. So it's really just the part that is review here. Okay, so it's going to walk you through a scenario, ask you some questions as you go. and sort of, I think it does a pretty good job jogging your memory on like sort of the basic principles of natural selection and evolution. Okay, obviously it doesn't cover every single thing that we covered, but it does a good job of sort of doing an overview of the principles of how evolution operates. So, so you just go through and answer the questions as you go. When you're done, you can write the quiz right away if you want, or you could do a little note review, maybe take some study notes, get prepped for the quiz. Okay, you can write the quiz at any time today, so it's available at any time. It's a little bit shorter than the other quiz, but not by much. If you find some terminology in here where you're like, oh yeah, that term, but I didn't add that to my vocab list, you know, you can just add it as your vocab list. Do you already have 20 terms in your vocab list? Remember, you only need 20 for this unit. Submit it. Submit it right now. You're done. So there's no need to keep going. So anyway, this is, like I said, it's a little review activity. It's pretty good. I like that it sort of takes on like a real life scenario there. I like it. So have a look. That's for block 1. So that's it, by the way. If you're done, I would, again, double check to make sure you have all your assignments and quizzes complete. But there is nothing additional that you need to complete. Hooray! And then in learning block 2, as I mentioned, my wife is going to come in. We'll take attendance, and my wife's going to come in for a bit and chat about the pathway to becoming a doctor and a little bit about medicine. She's a family physician, by the way, in case you're curious. And then the rest of that time is for you to work on your artificial selection presentation, if you choose. So again, that one is optional. Some of you may want to do it. You're interested in boosting your mark. Some of you are like, I'm done. This course is done for me. Cool. That does not matter to me at all. Keep in mind, please don't submit it if you're going to phone it in. Does it have the opportunity to lower your mark? Yes. So if you phone it in, yes, it does have the opportunity to potentially lower your mark. So don't phone it in. If you're not planning on committing to meeting all of the assignment objectives, don't do it. But that being said, of course, you're welcome to complete it. There's a little link to the quiz at the bottom there. So that, again, I would recommend doing that either during Learning Block 2 or during the Google Meet, because then you can contact me if you have any questions. But other than that, this course is done. So, hooray! I'm sure people are at least a little bit excited. It's been a tough semester, guys. It's been a tough year for everybody, I think. I'm really impressed with you guys. Like, even though we did this completely online, I mean, you guys have done exceptionally well in terms of like content understanding, how hard you've worked. Some of the assignments that I've seen, some of the projects that people have completed have been amazing. Like some of the best that I've ever seen. So kudos to you guys for doing that, working by yourself. Honestly, if you can do that, if you can just be at home working like on your own and work through this material, like you're going to be fine in a post-secondary context. I mean, there's nobody watching, looking over your shoulder in university, making sure you're going to lecture and getting everything done, but you'll be fine. If you can do this, I guarantee you'll be fine. And I must say that, guys, you've done a really, really good job for the most part. So, anyway, if you need anything while you're working through the STEM case, you can always type in the chat. I'm happy to discuss anything from the STEM case with you, but I'm going to let you do that now. It's really been a pleasure. I'm going to see you again at 11:05, so I'm not signing off here for the year, but I just wanted to say that it's been a pleasure. I really, my great sort of sorrow from this quad is that there's a bunch of people in here I've never met. Like, I don't really know it all, and that's saddens me a little bit. I like to get to know my students like on a little bit more of a personal level. That's part of why I like this job, is that there's like so many cool people out there. I get to meet a lot of cool people. Hear about your hopes and dreams and what you're interested in, and that really gets stymied when you do education this way. But guys, honestly, the future looks a lot better. I think next year is going to be a lot better. So I'm really looking forward to things being different. And I'm looking forward to seeing my students again. So for all those people that come out to the Google Meets, thank you. Thank you. It's so nice to see you. It's really nice to talk to people about biology and like see a person. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys get back to work. If you need anything, I'll be here, and join me in the second half for attendance. And if you want to stick around for my wife's presentation, you're welcome to do that as well. Okay, see you in a bit. Hey guys. Well, maxed out my mic there for a second. Welcome back. Please let me know if you're here for the second half in the chat. Okay, guys. So I'd like to just so you know where we're going here in the second half. My lovely partner here, the illustrious Dr. Carla Gurchins. Where do you go? You want to go by Carly?
Just call me Carly.
Carly. She just wants to go by Carly. Is going to make her a little presentation now on the path to medical school and a little bit about being a family physician. And in case people are wondering, and then at the end there's going to be a little, you can ask your questions in the chat as we go, feel free. And in the end, if you, we'll have a little question period if you have some other questions, like longer questions about other things that are in general related. So hold on, I'm just going to get out of the way here and I'll let her sit down. And after that, I will bid you all a fond farewell. If your little thing just popped up saying it's been disconnected, and then it does it.
Will you be able to?
I'll be here.
Are you gonna stay?
I'll stay here. Yeah. Is it going again? Yep. Sorry about that. Just got a random disconnect. Anyway, if you're not interested in learning about this, that's totally fine. If you have completed the review activity on Explore Learning, and you just want to write the quiz, or if you're already written the quiz, some people have written it already, I've noticed. Please make sure that today you double check the assignments tab. You have something submitted for every assignment, and double check the quizzes tab. Do you have all of your quizzes submitted? If you have everything submitted in the assignments, including your homework portfolio, and you have everything submitted on the quizzes tab, you are done the course. Congratulations, woohoo! In a few days, it will be summer, and I really hope you have a great one. I hope you have the opportunity to get vaccinated. I mean, I suppose if you do so choose, but you should get vaccinated, and at least if you're able to, and enjoy the lovely summer, guys. You've earned it. It's been a real tough year. It's been a pleasure having you, but don't disappear if you're interested here. I'm gonna let me pull this up on the screen so everybody can see this. Jade it.
Oh, I'm gonna take my computer with me too.
Oh, okay. So, guys, again, I'll mention really quickly. If you haven't checked, which I hope you have, the assignments tab and the quizzes tab, please have a look to make sure that you've submitted everything. If you haven't, if you're missing something, if you suddenly discover, what the heck, I missed this thing, it's important, please contact me. Send me an email, we'll work something out. I would really, really want everybody to get this credit. I will be really heartbroken if people don't get the credit. So let's work something out. Come talk to me. Some of you have already done that, which is fantastic. Guys, it's really been a pleasure. You can drop by in the Google Meet if you want to chat. I'm still going to be there during the Google Meet. But if not, and many people don't come to the Google Meet, that's fine too. You made it through biology. Woohoo! Exciting. Hopefully you've written the quiz, or maybe you haven't written it yet, in which case, don't forget to do that for this unit, evolution, and I will be available if you've got questions while you're doing that. So, still working on marks. Expect to get the vocabulary lists back, at least one of them today. I have 4 left, I think, for one of them, and then the other one I've got about half. So anyway, expect them back relatively soon. If you've handed in stuff late and you're waiting to get feedback, just be aware that that late stuff is at the very bottom of my marking pile. I will get to it, but since it's come in late, it's at the bottom of the marking pile. So, okay. If you need anything at all, again, it's been a pleasure. And I'm really hoping for more direct communication with you as of next year. Take grade 12 biology. Most of you belong in that course. And I think that you'll find it very fulfilling, especially if you like the molecular biology component. Okay, guys, if you're not coming to the Google Meet, I will say goodbye to you. Have a great summer. And take care. Let me know if you need anything. Bye. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Al. I appreciate it. Thanks, Hannah. Mila. Thank you. Logan. Jasmine. Aaron. Nikki. It was nice to get to know you all at least a little bit. Thanks, Mohammed. Sierra. Madeline. Sanya. Ivana. Have a great summer. Macaulay. Alex. Thanks. Bye. Bye, Molly. I'm glad it's been fun. Frank. Have a great summer.